Hello, and welcome to the webinar. Thank you for your interest in the U.S. Department of Energy's Technology Commercialization Fund, or TCF. This is the informational webinar for applicants for the fiscal year 2020 solicitation, released on September 10, 2019. OTT pre-recorded this webinar. At the end, there is information about how to submit any questions you may have. My name is Melissa Monk. I'm an Allegheny Science and Technology contractor within the Office of Technology Transitions. TCF program managers Don McDonald and Alice Wang asked me to deliver today's webinar on their behalf. With me are INL's Nick Case and Julie Jacobson. Before we begin, a few...
Thank you, Melissa. For those listening to and watching this webinar, thank you very much for your interest in the Technology Commercialization Fund. This is the 5th year of the TCF program, which provides an opportunity to support collaboration between DOE facilities and private industry. Over the past 4 years, we have provided funding to support commercialization of promising energy technologies, and we look forward to continued interest this year. I encourage each and every one of you to consider applying if you have a technology that you assess to have commercial potential. Please pay close attention to the solicitation and this webinar, as we have made a number of substantial changes to this year's solicitation. If you have any questions, please direct your questions to the TCF inbox, and we'll be able to address your questions to everybody. With that, I turn it back to Melissa for the rest of the webinar.
Thank you, Alice. Here's today's agenda. OTT encourages you to have a copy of the solicitation in front of you for reference during the presentation. If there are any inconsistencies between the solicitation and this presentation, the solicitation is the controlling document. Applicants should rely on language there and seek clarification from OTT if you believe there are any inconsistencies. I'll go through the solicitation, and for those who are familiar with earlier TCF calls, I'll highlight some of the key differences between this year and last year. I'll discuss the substantive elements of the solicitation, and we'll discuss the process and administrative details as well, some of which, again, are different from last year. Please feel free to follow up with any questions. All Q&A will be disseminated to the TCF distribution list. That's Appendix D of the solicitation, and to anyone who asks a question from a lab email address. So please don't include confidential or proprietary information in your questions. Questions about the TCF solicitation should be addressed to tcf@hq.doe.gov. Questions about uploading proposal eligibility declarations or full proposals should be addressed to TCF submissions, plural, @inl.gov. I'll repeat these addresses several times, and they are in the solicitation as well as one of the last slides in this presentation. As I think everyone is likely aware, EPACT 2005 directs DOE to establish the TCF and sets aside 0.9% of the department's R&D budget within the applied energy programs. Because it's always good to keep in mind, and for the benefit of anyone who is new to the TCF, let's just go ahead and read the paragraph that establishes the TCF. The Secretary shall establish an Energy Technology Commercialization Fund using 0.9% of the amount made available to the department for applied energy research, development, demonstration, and commercial application for each fiscal year based on future planned activities and the amount of the appropriations for the fiscal year, to be used to provide matching funds with private partners to promote promising energy technologies for commercial purposes. OTT was able to provide funding ranges in the FY20 solicitation. That's for the TCF as a whole, as well as for the applied energy offices. TCF goals. Part of a broader set of initiatives to foster stronger partnerships among DOE facilities, private sector companies, and other entities involved in bringing energy technologies to the marketplace, the TCF is intended to facilitate the commercialization of energy technologies with promising potential that are developed at DOE facilities. The TCF's primary goals are to perform technology maturation with the intent of attracting private partners willing to support a technology's commercialization, and to support cooperative development of technology with a private partner for a specific commercial application. The TCF seeks to address two key gaps: technology maturation resources and focused outreach and industry engagement to commercialize high potential energy technologies. Here's a summary of the FY20 TCF and a few of the important key dates and important details. I just want to state for the record that the submission deadlines here are hard deadlines. OTT will not accept submissions after the deadlines. Proposal eligibility declarations are mandatory. They're due by 5 p.m. Eastern Time on October 10, 2019. OTT expects to communicate whether or not it will accept full proposals from eligible PEDs by November 5, 2019. OTT would advise applicants to continue working on their proposals in the meantime. Full proposals are due at 5 p.m. Eastern Time on December 12, 2019. Again, that's a hard deadline. For the proposal eligibility declaration and full proposal deadlines, unless you are in the system at 4:59 Eastern Time and it crashes, there will be no extensions. So please be sure to plan accordingly. If you are in the system at the deadline and it crashes, you need to email TCF submissions at inl.gov immediately. Do not wait until the next day. In early to mid-March, INL will send review comments to PIs. PIs will then have 3 business days to reply with a brief and optional response. This is new from last year, and more on this later. Continuing with the summary, applicants must register with and submit application materials through PROPS, an online application portal maintained at the Idaho National Laboratory. The address is https://proposals, plural, ott.inl.gov. OTT will not consider or review proposals submitted through other means. And we'll walk through the submission portal in a bit. OTT expects to make available for award approximately $24.1 million to $26.1 million of federal funding under this solicitation, subject, of course, to the availability of appropriated funds. DOE may issue 1, multiple, or no awards. The periods of performance are, for Topic 1, 6 to 18 months, for Topic 2, 12 to 36 months. Awarded projects in both topics are required to report metrics and to participate in OTT's TCF program evaluation for up to 5 years from the award date. U.S. Department of Energy National Laboratories, NNSA plants and sites are eligible for award. Only their employees are eligible to submit full proposals and must use their facility email addresses. TCF matching funds, or non-federal cost share requirements. Non-federal funds must make up at least 50% or half of total project costs. National laboratories, plants, and sites may submit multiple proposals. There is no limit on the number of proposals a national laboratory, plant, or site may submit. The proposal format is explained in the solicitation, and again, we'll go over the INL submission portal shortly. There is a 6-page limit for Topic 1 proposals. The page limit for Topic 2 proposals is 12 pages. Excluding supplemental information such as a budget form, a mandatory letter of commitment from any partner you expect to sign a CRADA or other approved partnership agreement, and an optional appendix for resumes and facility letters of support. Only the first 6 pages of a Topic 1 proposal and the first 12 pages of a Topic 2 proposal will be reviewed. Questions about the TCF program rules and process may be directed to tcf@hq.doe.gov. Questions about using props, the online application portal, should be directed to TCF submissions, plural, @inl.gov. All questions and answers, again, will be distributed via the TCF distribution list that's in Appendix D, and to anyone who asks a question using a facility email address. So again, please do not provide proprietary or business-sensitive information when posing questions to DOE or to INL. Finally, to allow adequate time for a response, questions must be submitted by 5 p.m. Eastern Time on Monday, December 9, 2019. Key differences in FY20. There are a few changes. This slide starts to outline them. First, for the periods of performance. The new period of performance for Topic 1 is 6 to 18 months. The new period of performance for Topic 2 is 12 to 36 months. The award amounts have also changed. The new award amount for Topic 1 is $100,000 to $250,000. The new award amount for Topic 2 is $250,000 to $1.5 million for Topic 2. Letters from partners. This year, OTT is requiring mandatory letters of commitment from private partners. Again, we'll discuss that in detail in future slides. Continuing with the key differences, OTT clarified the Topic 1 and Topic 2 descriptions and eliminated the topic names and took out the references to the TRLs for Topic 1. So now they are just called Topic 1 and Topic 2. OTT added or other approved partnership agreement language where appropriate. The CRADA remains the default agreement. OTT added this wording to help applicants understand that it is open to other types of agreement pending approval. New funding eligibility consideration. After completing Topic 1 and Topic 2 projects under a single field of use, a technology is now eligible to receive funding again, either as a Topic 1 or as a Topic 2, provided the new project articulates a different field of use. Communications with tech transfer offices. OTT will notify each DOE facility's tech transfer office as it moves through the evaluation and selection process after the deadline for the full proposal. Response to review comments. Applicants will now receive review, that's independent merit review comments, after the close of the independent merit review. They will have up to 3 business days to provide an optional response in props. There's a 2,500 character limit per proposal. This is not an opportunity to change the outcome of the independent merit review. The responses will be provided to the program offices as well as to the merit review committee. And again, this is optional. Project administration. TCF project recipients are required to upload reporting to the Project Information Collection System, PICS, each calendar quarter. Training on PICS will be provided by OTT. Proposal elements. The principal investigator's information is now pre-populated from the user's props account. Congressional district information is an optional but fillable element within props. Federal government funding, other than from the TCF. There is now a radio button to answer whether or not your project or technology has received any other government funding. If you answer yes, use the text box to describe the funding in 500 characters or less. In other words, which agency provided it, what was the purpose or the scope of work, what was the time frame, and the status. Keywords. At the PED stage, applicants must provide keywords or phrases to describe their projects. This will assist in identifying appropriate subject matter experts for the independent merit review. There is a minimum of 1 text box. Applicants can add up to 4 additional text boxes. EE, FE, NE, and OE. A complete list of these areas is in the solicitation's Appendix A. Proposals must pursue one of 2 topic areas and must pass a mission area relevance screen at the proposal eligibility declaration stage. Proposal eligibility declarations are subject to a go, no-go eligibility review, which includes this mission area relevance screen. Eligible full proposals are subject to an independent merit review to evaluate the technical and commercial viability of the proposed project. OTT manages the review process in collaboration with DOE's program offices, which provide input at several stages, including after the independent merit review, the Idaho National Lab, which facilitates the proposal and review operations platforms, props, and ORISE, the Oak Ridge Institute for Science Education, which identifies and recruits independent merit reviewers for full proposals. OTT will implement a metric and evaluation plan to assess progress and achievements of TCF-funded projects. Awardees should plan to provide metrics for a period of up to 5 years from the award date. Continuing on with the structure, Topic 1 projects focus on facility-developed technologies that have commercial promise and the potential to attract a private partner. The TCF funding for each Topic 1 award is again $100,000 to $250,000. Topic 2 projects focus on technologies for which DOE facilities have already identified a commercial partner willing to execute a partnership agreement. This topic supports cooperative development with a private partner of a commercial application for technology developed at DOE facilities. Applicants will have undertaken some form of evaluation to determine if the technology is viable for commercialization, such as IP mapping, participation in the Energy I-Corps program, or other similar activities. The target funding for each Topic 2 award is $250,000 to $1.5 million. CRADAs are the preferred agreement type for all TCF projects, and they are the default agreement. New this year, OTT requires a letter of commitment from all partners with whom the applicant expects to sign a CRADA or other approved partnership agreement. This is for Topic 1 proposals with a partner and for all Topic 2 proposals. Requests to use a partnership agreement other than the default CRADA should be made in the letter of commitment. Full proposals that pass conformance review and whose PEDs pass at least 1 mission area relevance review are then subject to an independent merit review to evaluate the technical and commercial viability of the proposed project. And again, OTT manages this merit review process in collaboration with ORISE and INL. Proposal scope. The scope of a project should allow it to meet the TCF's goals for the type of project it is, either a topic 1 or a topic 2. The activities described below correlate to the evaluation criteria in the solicitation. All projects, whether proposed as a topic 1 or a topic 2, need to address the 4 areas described below and in the following slides. Depending on the topic area and the breadth, the breadth and level of detail will vary. And the scope elements are commercial impact, technology maturity, project plan, and project team and resources. The following slides capture the information as it appears in the solicitation. We'll look at these slides without reading them. Please refer to the solicitation. This is commercial impact. Again, this language is taken directly from the solicitation. Technology maturity. Again, with language taken directly from the solicitation. And here we have project plan, project team, and resources. Again, please refer to the solicitation. TCF eligibility, applicants. The TCF is open to DOE's 21 national laboratories and NNSA sites and plants. That's why OTT uses the term DOE facilities in the solicitation. Facilities may partner together, and in the case of a topic 2 proposal, must identify a non-federal partner. Facilities may submit multiple proposals and are eligible for multiple awards. Here is the list of DOE national labs and NNSA sites and plants. TCF eligibility projects. Proposals must be submitted under one of the 2 topic areas, topic 1 and topic 2. This slide summarizes the information we've already discussed and as it appears in the solicitation. TCF eligibility projects. A few other notes about eligibility, and this is one of the changes we discussed earlier. Technologies previously funded as topic 1 projects are eligible to submit a topic 2 proposal under the same field of use or market segment as the original TCF project. After completing topic 1 and topic 2 projects under a single field of use or market segment, a technology is now eligible to receive additional funding, again, as a topic 1 or a topic 2, provided the new project articulates a different field of use or market segment, and that the earlier TCF project or projects meet the following conditions: that the project or its scope of work is complete by the full proposal deadline and was successful in accomplishing its goals, that the project has complied with all interim reporting requirements. A final report is due 3 months from the completion of the scope of work, but is not a precursor for selection. In addition to the program office requirements, TCF project recipients will be required to upload reporting to the Project Information Collection System, PICS, each calendar quarter and on an as-needed basis when requested by DOE's Office of Technology Transitions. And that the new funding request meets the solicitation's requirements and advances the technology toward commercialization. Again, the TCF is intended to facilitate the commercialization of energy-related technologies with promising commercial potential that are developed at DOE facilities. OTT anticipates funding proposals in the technology areas listed here and hopes to receive proposals in each of them. These are described in detail in Appendix A of the solicitation. Partners. Topic 1 projects may have a partner. Topic 2 projects must have a partner. Any partner must be a non-federal entity, including private companies, state or local governments or entities created by them, universities, or non-profit organizations. Partner organizations must agree to engage in activities that focus on commercializing or deploying technologies in the marketplace. For full proposals in both Topic 1 and Topic 2, OTT requires a letter of commitment from all partners with whom the applicant expects to sign a CRADA or other approved partnership agreement. Requests to use a partnership agreement other than the default CRADA should be made in the letter of commitment. Matching funds. The Office of General Counsel's interpretation of the TCF statute is that matching funds means 50%. So TCF projects must be funded at least by half with non-federal dollars. So up to 50% TCF dollars, the balance non-federal. DOE facilities contributions must be in cash. This is for topic ones that don't have a partner. If a private partner provides matching funds, it may be in cash or an in-kind contribution. Applicants should ensure that in-kind contributions meet DOE's requirements. For information and examples, please refer to Appendix B of the FY20 solicitation. Award information and project reporting. TCF awards will be documented and funded through the existing work authorization and funds management process of the DOE program that's providing the funding. DOE facilities will be required to track federal funds in accordance with normal departmental processes. DOE facilities will also be required to track non-federal funds in accordance with established DOE facility accounting processes. In addition to the funding program office requirements, TCF project recipients will be required to upload reporting information to the Project Information Collection System, PICS, each calendar quarter and on an as-needed basis when requested by DOE's Office of Technology Transitions. DOE, again, will provide initial training on the PICS system. TCF funding information. DOE anticipates that approximately $24.1 million to $26.1 million will be available for the TCF in FY20. Amounts are dependent on the FY 2020 congressional appropriations, and DOE may issue one, multiple, or no awards. The table here summarizes the estimated funding available in FY20 for each of the participating program offices. Cross-cutting awards and mission area relevance. DOE facilities may submit proposals they view as having cross-cutting applicability or benefit. In the mandatory proposal eligibility declaration stage, applicants may identify up to 2 technology areas per project and must provide a short explanation that articulates the mission area's relevance for each area. Applicants should assume that these are reviewed separately, so they should write independent and coherent justifications. In other words, they should avoid saying things like continued below, see above, and furthermore. DOE is under no obligation to accept an applicant's determination of cross-cutting applicability. DOE reserves the right to make final determinations about which program offices will bear what share of the federal costs for cross-cutting awards. Multiple awards. DOE facilities are eligible for more than one award. Awards are made on a per proposal basis. Each proposal must define a single project. Individual proposals are not eligible for multiple awards. Communications and notifications. In response to feedback during its lessons learned sessions with DOE facilities, OTT will inform the DOE facility technology transfer offices as it moves through some phases of the selection cycle. This is after the deadline for full proposals. For example, OTT will communicate that the independent merit reviews have begun and concluded. The latter will signal that the 3-day review response window will open shortly thereafter. OTT will also communicate that the results of the independent merit review are with the participating program offices for their input. The first decision notification follows the proposal eligibility declaration review. This is a go, no-go decision that determines whether or not DOE will accept a full proposal for the corresponding proposal eligibility declaration. Following the conclusion of the independent merit reviews, applicants will receive those comments. Applicants will have an opportunity to provide an optional and brief response to the review comments. OTT will forward these applicant responses to the relevant DOE program office or offices, as well as to the members of the Merit Review Committee for use at their meeting. OTT anticipates emailing independent merit review comments to PIs and to each DOE facility tech transfer office no later than mid-March 2020. Notification of DOE's TCF selection decisions follows the conclusion of the evaluation and selection process. DOE's decision to select a project for award is not an authorization to begin performance. Selected projects are required to finalize the scope of work, SOW, or work plan with the funding program office or offices prior to work authorization and the release of funds. OTT and/or the funding DOE program office or offices reserve the right to request additional or clarifying information before proceeding to the scope of work finalization stage. All of DOE's decisions are final when communicated to applicants. OTT notifies each proposal's point of contact in writing of its decisions and provides a summary to each DOE facility's tech transfer office. Metrics and evaluation. Again, this cycle, there is a metrics and evaluation effort. It has a 5-year duration, and facilities will be required to provide information and data to support this metrics and evaluation effort. The evaluation effort will encompass outcome and impact from awarded projects and the evaluation of TCF processes. Proposal eligibility declarations. Proposal eligibility declarations are mandatory. They generate a discrete tracking number for use during the full proposal phase. They are due at 5 p.m. Eastern Time on October 10, 2019. They will not be accepted after the deadline. In addition to a conformance review, proposal eligibility declarations receive a review for mission area relevance in the applicant selected technology area or areas. To be eligible to submit full proposals, proposal eligibility declarations must pass the conformance review and must pass the relevance review in at least one of the applicant's selected technology areas. Primary, which is mandatory, or secondary, which is optional. If a proposal eligibility declaration fails the mission area review in the primary technology area, it may still pass in the secondary. Secondary technology areas become primary technology areas in cases where proposal eligibility declarations pass only that mission area relevance review. Proposal eligibility declarations that fail the conformance review or do not pass at least one mission area relevance review are eliminated from further consideration. DOE will not accept proposals for those proposal eligibility declarations. DOE anticipates making eligibility notifications no later than 5 p.m. Eastern Time on November 5, 2019. This slide walks through the proposal and review process. Proposal eligibility declarations and full proposals are screened for conformance and mission area relevance. Those that pass go on to the independent merit review phase. Each proposal will receive 3 independent merit reviews, 2 from technical subject matter experts and 1 from a commercialization expert. ORISE, the Oak Ridge Institute for Science and Education, is again assisting DOE in identifying and recruiting independent merit reviewers. Cross-cutting proposals will be sent out for review by subject matter experts in the primary technology area only. All merit review scores will inform the overall score. Please keep this in mind as you make technology area selections. Again, you may select up to 2 technology areas. New in FY20, applicants will receive review comments following the completion of the independent merit review. Applicants will have a brief opportunity to review the comments and to prepare a short reply responding to them. The response to review comments is an optional submission. Applicants are not required to submit this. Applicants will have 3 business days to provide a response to review comments. OTT will forward these applicant responses to the relevant DOE program office or offices, as well as to the members of the Merit Review Committee for use at their meeting. Applicants will not receive their scores. Full proposals. Proposals will only be accepted with a corresponding tracking number from an eligible proposal eligibility declaration, and only in the technology area or areas in which it passed the mission area relevance review or reviews. Full proposals are due by 5 p.m. Eastern Time on December 12, 2019. OTT will not accept full proposals after the deadline. All full proposals will be subject to a review to determine that the full proposal matches the project described in the corresponding proposal eligibility declaration, that the full proposal for funding is complete and contains all of the required information, that all mandatory requirements are satisfied, and that the proposed project is responsive to the objectives of this solicitation. Proposals will be scored on the same merit review criteria, regardless of the technology area or topic. There are 4 criteria broken into 2 categories. Commercialization evaluation, which is 35% of the composite score, and technical merit evaluation, which is 65% of the composite score. 3 criteria comprise the technical merit evaluation. Technical merit criterion 1, technology maturity, which is 40% of that 65%. Technical merit criterion 2, project plan, is 40% of the 65%. And technical merit criterion 3, project team and resources, which is 20% of that 65%. Here is the commercialization evaluation and commercial impact criterion. Again, and by design, this is the most heavily weighted criteria at 35% of the composite score. These elements here are listed in the solicitation. The technical merit evaluation, again, forms 65% of the composite score, and it has 3 criteria. Again, technology maturity at 40% of 60%, project plan, another 40% of 65%, and project team and resources, the final 20% of the 65%. We'll look at each criteria next, but won't read the information as it is taken directly from the solicitation. This is the first technical merit criterion, technology maturity. Technical merit criterion 2, project plan. And the third technical criterion. Again, all of the information about the independent merit review criteria is in the solicitation. Program policy factors. In addition to the merit review criteria, the following program policy factors may be considered in determining which proposals to select for negotiations. The degree to which the proposed project offers an opportunity to facilitate commercialization of a promising technology that does not currently have other programmatic support. Whether the proposed project offers cross-cutting or multi-program benefit and passed the mission relevance review in both its primary and secondary technology areas. Diverse representation of DOE facilities in the TCF project portfolio. Diversity of technologies. And diversity of projects spanning participating DOE program offices. Proposal format. Using templates where provided, all non-budget documentation is to be prepared as a standard 8.5 by 11-inch document with 1-inch margins all around, in other words, at the top, at the bottom, left, and right, and using a font size no smaller than Times New Roman 11 point. The required file format is a portable document format, PDF, for all documents except for the budget spreadsheets. Applicants should not upload scanned images of their proposals, as this will cause them to fail the conformance review. You should instead convert your documents to PDF. All spreadsheets are to be uploaded in an Excel file format. Do not lock any cells in the spreadsheet. All PED and full proposal uploads must include a footer with the file name. For example, FY20 project narrative, your specific tracking ID. Applicants may not include in their PEDs any figures, drawings, pictures, schematics, videos, etc. Please see the solicitation for more information about including illustrations in full proposals. Proposal elements. The proposal eligibility declaration. Again, the proposal eligibility declarations, or PEDs, are mandatory. The PEDs consist of an attachment for upload and information requested via an online form. That information includes a 1,000 character or less description of the technology's relevance to the selected primary and optional secondary area, technology area, if applicable. A 2,000 character brief overview. A 5,000 character, including spaces and punctuation, PED mission narrative. And all of these character limits do include spaces and punctuation. The address to submit all of this is https:// proposals, ott.inl.gov. That is the props system. The deadline is 5 p.m. on October 10, 2019. The applicant's point of contact should receive an email acknowledging receipt of the proposal within a business day. Please contact TCF submissions at inl.gov if you do not get a receipt. Changes and updates between the PEDs and the full proposals. After the PEDs deadline, information submitted is locked. This is by design. Until 5 p.m. Eastern Time on November 27th, 2019, applicants may request to make some changes or updates to their PEDs. To change or update information such as the PI's name, a partner, topic, the TCF funding request, or the period of performance, please email tcf@hq.doe.gov. The TCF team will make the updates unless there is any question, in which case someone will contact you for more information or with an explanation about why the change request cannot be accepted. After the PEDS submission deadline on October 10, 2019, OTT will not consider changes to the technology area or areas and justification or justifications, or to the mission narratives. OTT will not consider any updates or changes after 5 p.m. on November 27, 2019. Proposal elements, full proposals. The full proposals are due by 5 p.m. Eastern Time on December 12, 2019. They're submitted in props at https://proposals.ott.inl.gov. The applicant's point of contact should receive an email acknowledging receipt of the proposal within 1 business day. Please contact TCF submissions at inl.gov if a receipt is not received. Topic 1, proposal narrative documents must not exceed 6 pages. Topic 2, proposal narrative documents must not exceed 12 pages. In addition to the narrative document, full proposals include the following mandatory supplemental pages, which do not factor into the 6 and 12 page limits. A budget form, a technical summary or abstract for public release, and the letter or letters of commitment from any private partners that will sign a CRADA or other approved partnership agreement. If you have multiple letters of commitment, just combine them into a single file, a single PDF for upload. OTT will remove and will instruct independent merit reviewers that they may not consider information inserted by hyperlink. Applicants should use their best judgment when including footnotes, endnotes, references, or illustrations of any kind, which do count against page limits. OTT will delete all pages in excess of the maximums prior to forwarding full proposals for independent merit review, as well as to the relevant program offices. Pages in excess of the maximums will not receive any consideration. And with that, we're going to move into a discussion of props. That's our portal for submitting the applications. And with that, I turn it over to INL's Nick Case.
Thanks, Melissa. To begin a proposal eligibility declaration, log into Props, INL's online submission portal, utilizing your existing account. If you do not have an existing account, click on the Create New Account link and fill in the requested information. Under the My Account, General Account Information, be sure to complete this section in its entirety, as the information is used to partially populate your proposal application. Click Save and Continue once completed. To create a new application, click on the Applications tab. Once there, click on the Create New Application link next to the Fiscal Year 20 TCF Proposal Eligibility Declaration to begin the application process. In order to generate a tracking ID number, you must scroll to the bottom of the page and save the Proposal Eligibility Declaration. Once you have clicked Save, the proposal tracking ID number is displayed and the proposal status is changed from new to working. At this point, you need to select if your application falls under Topic 1 or Topic 2. Then, from the drop-down menu, select the primary area for your proposal. Click the Program Office to expand the selection and select a program area. A technology area justification up to 1,000 characters is required. You may also select an optional secondary area. If a secondary area is selected, the second technology area justification is required. Technology areas are independent and standalone selections. Technology area justification comments, such as see above or same, are not acceptable. Once you have entered all required information, your application is complete. Scroll to the bottom and click Save and Submit. You also have the ability to save the application, returning later to complete and submit. If certain aspects of the proposal are missing, props will not allow you to submit the proposal. It is up to the individual submitting the proposal to be sure applications are submitted prior to the deadline. Applications that are not submitted will not be considered for further review. To make changes to a PED that has already been submitted, click Applications on the top of the page. All submitted PEDs will be listed. The pencil icon is used to edit a submitted proposal. The lock icon is used to delegate, which will be discussed shortly. And the red X is used to delegate the proposal, is used to delete the proposal eligibility declaration in its entirety. Click the pencil icon next to the PED you're wanting to change. Once the PED is displayed on the screen, scroll to the bottom of the screen and select Withdraw Submission. Make any necessary changes to the PED. Click Save and Submit. Changes can be made to the PED up until October 10th, 2019, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Once eligibility determination notifications have been sent, the full proposal window will open. To submit a full proposal, click the Create New Application. From the drop-down menu, select the PED ID number that corresponds to the proposal you want to submit. Click Select to generate the full proposal. Only technology area selections that passed mission relevance reviews will be listed. Information provided in the proposal eligibility declaration is transferred to the full proposal form. This information is not editable. However, if changes are required, please contact TCF at hq.doe.gov. Upon approval, OTT will update the form with the edits. Please refer to the solicitation to determine what information can be edited and the associated deadlines. Under budget information, funding requested is the total amount you are seeking from the TCF. Non-federal matching funds is the total non-federal contribution. Proposed total budget is the total of both funding requested and non-federal matching funds. Two items I'd like to point out. The first, previous funding. If your project or technology received earlier TCF funding, use the plus icon to add a text box to identify it by tracking ID. Use the funding description text box to explain in 500 characters or less the new and different field of use or market segment that sets apart your fiscal year 20 project from the earlier TCF project and summarize the previous project status. Federal government funding other than from the TCF. Use the radio button to respond if your project or technology has received any other federal government funding. If yes, use the text box to describe the funding in 500 characters or less. Finally, in order to complete the budget section, you will need to download the budget template form. There's a link provided on the TCF resource webpage and/or on the application form itself. Complete the form, attach the form to the application. Once all information has been entered, you can submit your applications. Changes can be made up until the deadline of December 12th, 2019, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. To update your proposal eligibility declaration and/or proposal, go to the Applications tab. Click the pencil icon to the left of the tracking ID under Your Applications. Update the application with the missing or incorrect information. Click Save to save your updated information. Be sure also to save and submit your application once complete prior to the deadline. To delegate your proposal, click Applications. All available applications that have been submitted will be listed. Select the lock icon to the left of the tracking ID you are delegating. Select Create New Request. Enter the individual's email address and select the permission type, Proposal Admin or Proposal Reviewer. Click the check mark. As always, if you have any questions relative to INL's online submission portal, props, please direct them to tcfsubmissions@inl.gov. Thank you. Melissa?
Thank you, Nick. All right, again, those email addresses. Please direct any questions about the TCF program rules or process to tcf@hq.doe.gov. Questions about using props should go to TCF submissions, plural, @inl.gov. Again, please keep in mind that all Q&A will be distributed to the TCF points of contact at the facilities, as well as to anyone who submits a question from a lab address during the Q&A period. So please do not put any sensitive or proprietary information in those questions. Information about the TCF via other channels will not have standing from OTT. Here are those email addresses one more time. Again, thank you for your interest in the TCF and for attending the webinar. Please do let us know if you have any questions. Thank you.